Hey ladies and gentlemen, I have a new computer. I don't have a Mac anymore and this is my new PC, so I'm gonna edit on that from now on. So today what I got for you is a tutorial about shapeform and transition. So what we're gonna make is those transition with a circle right there that I use in my ink video. This one and this one. So they're here. There's a square transition and there's a circle transition. So once we're done with that, we're gonna learn how to make this. Those are triangle particles in a 3D space, but for this we're gonna need two plugins. Then Red Giant Trapcode suite, so they're particular and shine. So if you don't have them, you can't follow this tutorial from this part. Okay, so we're gonna start by making those. Once you have this those in the composition, you can use them on whatever you want. So here I use them in a few clips from the Matrix. So cool. Okay. And I also use them in this composition with basic solid with fractal noise and a ramp. It's ugly, I know. Okay, so let's make those. So make a new composition, press Ctrl N. I choose HDTV, 720 square pixel and 10 seconds must be good. Okay. So select the rectangle tool and we're gonna make a rectangle. Great. Now in the content you're gonna add a repeater. Go to the settings of a repeater. I'm gonna make around 5, that must be good. Transform. Position to 0. I'm gonna increase the scale a bit maybe. Bring them up also. And set the opacity to 0. Okay. That must be good for now. Now we're gonna animate it a bit. Keyframe the position. You can bring out the position by pressing P. If you want the shortcut, it's just T for opacity, P for position, and U to bring out all the settings you have. Okay, I just want the position for now. And I'm gonna bring that to the right and keyframe it. There we go, so it appears like that. I'm gonna add an easy ease, it's always nice. There we go. Now I'm gonna duplicate this layer by pressing Ctrl D. I'm gonna inverse the scale. Select this one and enter -100. Gonna offset it in time. I'm gonna make a last copy of this one, offset it too, and I'm gonna change the keyframe so it appears from the right side instead of the left. there, and I want it the middle. So for same here. Okay. So there we have it. Now I'm gonna select all these, press Ctrl D, maybe choose another color, brown, yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna make a new null layer, yeah. So Shift Ctrl Alt Y to bring out the null. Select the new layer we have and parent them to the null. It's just to move them around more easily. So gonna set the rotation to 90. So they're like that. Also gonna increase the size a bit. Yeah. Now we're gonna select all these and bring down the opacity a bit. Something like that. Oh, I forgot to offset those in time. So select them and offset them. Yeah, it's not exactly similar to this, but that will be okay for now. Okay. Okay. Maybe increase the opacity a bit. Something like that must be good. So now I'm gonna press Ctrl A and press Shift Ctrl C to pre-compose them. Okay, now I'm gonna make... oh, I forgot something. You must put a black solid behind them. You will know why after. So there I have it. I'm gonna make a background with a fractal noise. So press Ctrl Y to make a new solid, sorry. I'm gonna add a fractal noise to it. Let's choose cloudy block. I'm gonna set down the brightness a bit and increase the contrast. Sorry. Increase the scale, maybe increase also the rotation. Go into the subsettings, play with it a bit. That should be good for now, I think. So now we're just gonna animate it. So you're gonna have to change the evolution in time. So you can make a basic expression like you just have to press Alt and the little stopwatch, and enter time. 70 must be good. So yeah, it moves a bit. That's good. So we're gonna select the background we made and put it behind the other composition. And now we're gonna change the settings to the fusion mode to linear light. Okay. So yeah, that's the first one. Okay, it's not exactly the same, but it changes every time. Okay, so now part 2. We're gonna try to make the circle transition. There we go. So the same. New composition. And this time we're gonna select the ellipse tool. Double click on that and set the ellipse size to a circle. And yes. Now I'm gonna increase it a bit. I'm gonna click on that one, but click here so it will create a mask instead of a new shape. So you can press space if you want to move it around, or it takes a grid to help me. So try to put it in the middle, I guess. Okay, that should be good. I'm gonna set the mask to subtract, so we only have this. Okay. It's too large. So I'm gonna go on the mask and increase the mask expansion like that. It's a bit better now. So like the last time, we're gonna add a repeater. Position to 0 and just gonna increase the scale. Just gonna increase the scale and the end opacity to 0 always. 5 copies. Then about a bit of randomness. I'm gonna change the position, and the rotation won't change anything. Something like that, with a bit of offset on the right. So now I'm gonna add a radial wipe, and okay, start angle to 0, and we're gonna keyframe the transition completion. Yeah. Okay. No, actually no. So that's good. Maybe make it a bit faster, and always add an easy. Maybe too fast. Like that. Like the last time, we're gonna duplicate it. Maybe change the size. I would pull it in there. I'm gonna also change the settings of the repeater. Maybe oh yeah, right, there's a mask in the middle. So like that, maybe. Yeah, play around with it. Make it like you want. Inverse the scale. Do something. Then I'm gonna make another copy. Make it smaller. There. Increase the opacity back. Change the repeater. Play around again. Must be something like that. I'm gonna make a smaller one in the middle with no masks, with increased opacity. Oh my, it's taking so much time. Yeah, remember to save. So if your After Effects crash, you don't lose all your work. So I can leave it like that, but I want to randomize a bit the radial wipe. So for each one, I'm gonna play around with the start angle a bit. Maybe there, maybe there, maybe there, maybe there. There we go. It's better like that, I think. So what did I do next? Oh yes, I also changed time a bit. Maybe up there we go, and there, thing like that. Whoops. There we go. And we're gonna choose all them and press Shift Control C like for the squares. Okay. And we're gonna do the exact same thing. In fact, just gonna copy the same background. And like that. Oh, yeah, I did a mistake. That's why you need a black solid in the back. So there we go. Now it should work. And I'm gonna set down the opacity of everything a bit. Maybe too much. And I don't like this black line. Sorry. Okay, should be good for now. If you want to add a bit of motion blur, you can't do that because it's not a movement, it's just a radial wipe. So if you really want some motion blur, you're gonna have to add a CC force motion blur. If you want. There you go. But it's also gonna increase the render time a lot. I don't need it for now. So now that we're done with that, I'm just gonna show you how to use the transition. Because maybe you don't know how to use the track mat. So I'm gonna import some clips. I don't know. Sorry. Just some random episode. Yeah, this one. So we're gonna make a new composition. Gonna choose 30 seconds. Where's the clip? It's here. Import it. Up there. I don't know. Cut it here. What is that? Oh god. Sorry. I don't know. What? What just happened? I don't know. So yeah, cut it. I'm gonna cut it. I don't know. Cut here. Okay. So there it cuts. But you want a transition. So I'm just gonna take the layer, the thing you just made, and bring it here. You can press Shift to lock it on the beginning. You just have to put it on the top and set the track mat to Luma. Luma takes the luminosity and alpha takes the opacity. So basically what what white will be at 100 opacity and what black will be at 0 opacity. So yeah, that's just how you do it. We can do the same for the second one we created with a circle. Same thing. Luma, and yeah. There we go. Now we're gonna learn how to make this. So you will need particular and shine. I don't know, just find out Pirate Bay or something. Or if you want, you can buy it there on redgiantsoftware.com, something like that. I'm gonna make a new composition, and I'm gonna bring out particular, emitter. Gonna move forward in time. Yeah, we're just gonna remember we wanted some triangle particles, so we're gonna go to particle and say triangle. Oh, but it's not here. So we must create the triangle ourselves. So how we're gonna do that? We're gonna create a new composition. I'm gonna call it triangle generator. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. This composition must be 150 on 150, and it must last 4 or 5 frames only. So yeah, you have very small composition, and we're just gonna draw some triangles. We want something like that, okay, and make it last just 1 frame. I'm gonna make another, just 1 frame again, another, add a bit of randomness, do something you like, and there, and I'm gonna make a small one here. There we go. That's all you need for now. Now go back to the composition with the particles and take your generator up. So go back to the particle. Actually gonna call it particular, and you just click here and choose textured polygon. In the texture we're gonna select our generator. For the time sampling we're gonna choose random and still frame. So it's gonna choose randomly between one of the 5 triangles we just created. So we can see it very well now, so we just gonna increase the scale. So now you see it. I increase the scale even more, the size. Now we're gonna animate it, make it move a bit. So I'm gonna make a light, Shift, Control, Alt and L. A light, a point, that's okay. Now we just have to animate it a bit. Maybe we'll start, I don't know, here. Then we get close to us. Maybe here. And then we'll get back there. I don't know. Okay. That seems good. Can add an easies. Press Alt and bring them over here because it's too slow. Actually gonna do the easies in the middle. That's good. Also make a camera, so Shift, Control, Alt, C. Okay, now you're gonna go to particular, and in option you have to choose a name for the light emitter. I just call it emitter, and then you have to change for the same name you just made, so emitter. Then go back to particular and select light, so it will automatically choose the light with the name emitter. There we go. Hop. Tree is too fast in the middle. There we go. Up. Now we're gonna change the settings of the particles a bit. I don't like much velocity, so I will put it back to 20. Also, I will set down the velocity for motion to 5, for example. I'm gonna increase the size of the emitter, so we will have particles all around. Okay. Maybe more particles, like 120. I'm gonna increase the life of the particle to 6 there. Opacity over life, just click on that, it's good. Maybe add a bit of size random. Okay. Then that must be good for now. Yeah, it's pretty. We're gonna make a background now. Okay, so a ramp. I use YY ramp plus, but it's just a basic ramp with a bit more of option. But I don't gonna use that now. Just a basic linear wipe. Don't know. Maybe that and maybe that. I'm bad with colors. And I always like to add a fractal noise. It's pretty. Scale. Not that. Oh yes, maybe that. Okay. I'm not very inspired. And set the blending mode to... Oh god, that's awful. That's not pretty. And play with the brightness. Oh, I'm so bad with it. And keyframe the evolution. Set the background to down there. And that's now we're gonna use shine. So go on the the particular layer and add shine. Ooh. Set the ray length to 1 or maybe 0.2. That's pretty. Shine makes everything pretty. Colorize and fire, the fire, the electric. Just choose the color you want. Gonna go with fire now. Now we're gonna maybe set down the opacity of the layer back down a bit. Yeah. I'm gonna also go to auxiliary system and set it to continuously. So opacity over life like that. Velocity 0, 100 for there. So we're gonna set down the opacity there. Maybe even more. I set the emit probability to 40, something like that. Maybe we can make the light move a bit more if you want. Maybe set it here. Then here, far away. No. Far away. And then back to us. There. So yeah, it moves around with triangle particles. So that's basically it. And now we're done. We're not done yet. I'm gonna just copy the particular, move the random seed a bit, and I'm gonna change the particle to glow sphere. Yeah. This size is good, but I will set down the opacity a bit. It's too bright. Something like that. So that's enough particles. If you want to change the color of the wall composition, you can add a ramp. I don't know, something like that and that, and set the transformer to color. It's also pretty. So I guess that's it, guys. I'm gonna see you next time for another tutorial or another PMV. Right now I'm making VFXR Magic 2. So yeah, maybe you've seen the first one. And it's gonna be ready. It's not gonna be ready in time soon, sorry. Not before November at least. So okay, I hope you enjoyed and
Bye.